Hello and welcome back. Today is just kind of going to be a short video. I'm going to be making the tile floor for our grandma's bathroom. And as you can see by the colors, it was last updated in the 1950s. So let's get on with this. I'm just going to be laying down some glue. I'm not being too fussy. I will be coating the whole thing with some Mod Podge, so that should work. And I'm not going to make you sit through the whole process of my laying down tiles. But I'm just going to get them put down so that I can keep moving with this project. Now, don't ask me why I chose pink and white. I don't know. It just seemed like the thing to do at the time, so I did it. Just trying to lay them really straight, and some of them are a little bigger than others. I cut them with my paper cutter, and although I tried to measure exactly, it never turns out quite that way. So we'll just get these down, and if I looks like I'm a little big on one, I'll just push it over the edge and cut it off with my hobby knife when I'm done. I don't even know if I have enough tiles made to do the whole floor. I'm hoping. And I do have some half tiles, pieces of tiles, little things like that I will be putting where they are needed and will be cut off also when I'm done. I hope you're all having a great day. It's gotten warm here, and I was looking forward to the sun because I bought some UV resin and I was going to try it, and I was going to try just letting the sun do it, but I went out, I got everything ready, I was going to try that, and well, the sun went behind some clouds. And so every time I start thinking about it, the sun goes behind the clouds. So, yeah. Right now, it looks somewhat sunny out there. But I'm sure if I got my resin and I went out to actually try it, that the sun would go back behind the clouds. And yeah, I wouldn't be able to use my resin again. I'm just trying to get these matched up, the corners. I'm a little off just a tiny bit in certain spots, but overall I don't think it's going to matter. Now I'm just laying this down on another piece of poster board. I'm not going for the grout look in the middle of my tiles. Not on this one. Just laying them down. So hopefully it won't go too bad. But anyway, that's what it's gonna look like, is it's going to be pink and white. And I am just gluing it to a piece of poster board. I fit in some pieces which will never show. It won't be a big deal because, well, I'm covering them up. And I'm just trying to use up a lot of the stuff I have laying around that I really don't know what else to do with. I don't want to throw it out because I don't want to waste it. But I don't really have a use for it either, like little bitty scraps of poster board. So have some of you out there tried UV resin? I think it'd be really cool for some miniature stuff. I want to learn to make miniature bottles, and oh goodness, there's all kinds of miniature things that I can envision out of UV resin, but I don't know if they're possible. Molds are another thing. I would like to find molds for like little bowls or plates or something like that. I did just have two together. I thought that tile felt thick. Yeah, so I've looked on Amazon, and when you go for, at least whenever I go for miniature resin there, I get things that are too big for 1/12 scale. So if anybody knows where you could get those kind of molds, I would really like to know. Oh, stupid cold. It just like won't go away because it'll be rainy and then it'll be nice and then it'll be rainy. Even my cats have got colds. And for the most part, they're house cats. I do have one cat that hangs out outside all the time. He's got a cold too. They all do. No, it's not distemper. I know the difference. I've had cats for a long time. So, yeah, I know you think my glue job is lacking, yes. But like I said, I'm going to be putting Mod Podge over the whole thing to seal it up. So, and I've done plenty of floors this way, and they've always worked out well. What I did do off camera to Grandma's house was I painted the bathroom walls white. I didn't think you wanted to watch me paint walls. And so I just went over the primer coat I had with some actual paint, and they are now white. I see there's a spot in there where I didn't quite get the wallpaper off, and it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of looks like it's peeling away from the wall. So I'm thinking that I might just take some paint and water it down and kind of make it look like maybe the roof leaked at one point and they fixed the roof but didn't do much with the corner. I've seen that so many times in older houses that, you know, aren't really well upkept. I mean, this house is, it's kept up, but it's, you know, it wasn't like really a thing at the time. It was just a, you know, small stain in a corner in the bathroom, you know, whatever. So they didn't really bother to, you know, do a lot with repaint. They painted over. It's what it's going to look like, is they kind of painted over it and left it go. I had these sorted. Oh, now I'm into the short ones. Darn it. All right, well, get the right side up. I did them in a, it's called Antique Parchment. It's apple barrel. I really like it. It's not a white, but it's not as light as like I think they have one called Antique Ivory. It's not as light as that. It's got just a little more of a creamy vanilla-like texture or color to it. Okay, somehow I'm getting off quite a bit. But I am going to put this row in here with you guys, and then I'll be back when I've got them all in, because for some reason I'm getting a little bit crooked here. My tiles aren't lining up exactly like I want them. And I need to figure out what I'm doing that would help this out a little bit. Okay, that one's okay. I was just checking there. It didn't look okay, but it is okay. And I don't care. Like, paper cutters are supposed to be precise, and you can hold it in there. You can have it all lined up. You can have other ways of lining it up, and still. My cuts are off. I hope I'm not the only one who has that problem. All right, well, I'm going to go that far with you guys, and I will come back when I'm done with this. The floor is put together. I was sitting there going, why am I so off? But then I remembered this dollhouse is not straight. So we kind of had to make it work. I don't think it's going to be too noticeable once it's in there, but not sure. So I'm just going to lay out some Mod Podge, and I'm just going to smear it all over this floor. I was wishing I had a smaller one of these, but Mr. Mew stole my last small one, and he was playing with it. And I don't even know where it ended up. But he was having a good time. He was really enjoying his stolen toy. And I'm out a small puff. So, oh well, at least he was happy. Oops. So we're just going to give this a quick coat with the Mod Podge. all the little scraps. When I cut the edges off, I had a bunch of little scraps left over, and I thought I had them all picked up and cleaned away from my work surface. I didn't. I am getting my fingers in the Mod Podge a little bit. And there's another piece. I really, honestly, guys, thought I had this all done. I was going to bring you a video today on a miniature terrarium I made, but I was off the camera most of the time because it was so tiny. I really needed to see what I was doing. So it wasn't really, darn my bad. I wasn't really in frame a whole lot. I can show you what it looks like. It turned out kind of cute, but it is so, and I don't even know if you can see it. It is so tiny that, yeah. I don't know. I have the video, but I don't know how much you guys would enjoy seeing me work on something totally off camera, or mostly off camera, not all the way. It's like oh, that little terrarium had a thing on it. It's like I did a step and then I came back and showed you what I did, but it's not the same as actually watching someone do it. But I thought it would be really cute for Grandma to have a little miniature terrarium. And I've got some little miniature things now because obviously, there we go, that's better. Obviously the terrarium, I didn't get everything off of it, the little tiny plant pieces. But anyway, this is going to be the floor, and as soon as it's, I think you can see over here on this one side where it got off, but the house is so crooked. I mean, it's pretty square, but like, yeah, like in spots like that, but it's going to be against the wall, and there's going to be things there, so I'm thinking it won't show, but when you're redoing these old doll houses that someone else built, and that you're not going to have, you know, it's probably not going to be exactly square. And this one isn't. I did get some molding up around the ceiling in Grandma's bedroom, and I went to Walmart and I was looking for skinny sticks. And you know what I can't find, guys? Skinny sticks. They're always out. So I'm going to have to, I mean, that's what I started using, so that's the size I'm using, and I would like to stay with the same size for the window frames all the way through. This may not be an option, depending. I don't have any small scale wood right now that I can cut, and I didn't buy any when I was at the hobby shop last time because I was like, oh, Walmart will restock, we'll have skinny sticks, no problem. Well, we don't. I don't have them anyway. But hopefully I will next time get some small wood or something to go around it. I don't believe I could, I don't know if I could use coffee stir sticks. They're almost the same size and it would be on a different floor, but I'm just not sure if I want to do that. I'll have to try it out and see how it looks and then go from there. You guys ever have that where you need something, you can't get it, you don't know what else to do, so you're just sitting there going, you know, if it had just been smart, I would have just bought the miniature molding or wood and I would have just done it that way. Yeah, probably would have been a smart, good thing to do. So, for Grandma's house, I only got 2 responses. I mean, I don't get that many views, so... But I only got a couple of responses on what to do with the other side of the attic up there. One side, of course, is the bathroom. And since I got 2 responses and they were radically different, I think I can figure out a way to make them both happen to please both people who commented. So I thank those 2 people for their comments, and I will see what I can do. Anyway, this looks like it's just about dry, so I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to start putting some glue on it. Oops, nope, no one spot's still sticky. Okay, well, as soon as this dries, I'll be back, and we'll glue it into Grandma's house, and you can see how it's looking. I'm back. The Mod Podge is dry, and let's get ready to glue this floor in. And because I got those little things in there, and because when I was trying to take them out, it made it kind of look like the tiles are older and worn and that in little bitty spots. So I'm okay with that because, like I said, this bathroom obviously was last updated in the 1950s when pink was a thing. Come on, glue. I tipped it up because usually if I lay it down, even if I put the lid on, it clogs on me. So, once again, I am just laying down dots of glue around the edge. This floor fits tight because the house is crooked, and I want it easily removable in case I or some future person decides that they would like to do something else with it. This will make it easy for anyone to get out. Which was also the exact reason I was using the poster board. Alright, it's not probably the greatest floor in the world, but I like it and it will do. So I'm just going to line it up along the one wall that you can see really good. The other one's got a little gap in the back. Not bad, but just a tiny one. That should be filled in when I go around and do some mopboards in here. There we go. I know you can't see right now. I'm just pushing the floor down. I'm probably going to have to set something on it to weight it down. And that's going to be a trick because this is the slanted part of the house, the front part. And it is not wanting to sit down straight. I got a pretty good fit though, except for the one side is a little crooked. That will not show when I'm done. So, just really don't want that bump in the back, and I really don't know what to do. Or you can leak. I have a bottle of rubbing alcohol. That's not going to go back there. Oh my. Let's put a ruler. It's one little spot. Let's put the ruler back there. Let's lay the rubbing alcohol down on it. We'll give it a couple seconds for the tacky glue to take, and I think we'll be okay. Yep, that's all it took. So what I'm going to do is grab the camera. It's on the tripod, so I'm going to try to just spin the whole thing around here and see where we're at. There we go. And this is a side over here, this angled side that is so uneven. But I think we're going to be okay with that. So let's make sure we got all of our edges pressed down. You know, pink isn't really my thing, but I think it might end up cute. I can see it with all of Grandma's her little bathtub and all her other little stuff in there. So we'll see what we can do. That'll be it for today. Sorry for the very short video. I've got a lot of stuff I'm trying to get done. So until I see you next time, I hope you all have wonderful days. Please hit like and subscribe. That would really help my channel out. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.